One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. What's that?
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Here's the former Bear. This is David Montgomery. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Here we go, tonight. What's that?
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
This 2nd and 4.
Hot. 125.
Now gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Gibbs again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Lions. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Point after try forthcoming. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Looking to put a drive together. They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And some space here. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Goff now looks to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Bears defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
7-7, our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Lions.
To throw is gone. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's airing it out for Williams. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Williams. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Bears had 10-6 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Williams. He's going to keep that to his running back out of the backfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30.
That's another Bears.
To the air, Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing again here, Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Colston Loveland with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Goff. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Gervon Dexter gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Bears take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. He'll drop this one off to Swift. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. Preston Loveland, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Santos picking off for Chicago.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Goff. That'll be caught by St. Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's Goff. That is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Off the play fake, it's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Looking to throw is Williams. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Here now a 3rd and 20. Looking to throw. Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Goff now looking to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw. Goff. Now he's going to step up and run. And rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 7.
Now a toss for Swift left side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now it's gone. Got his man, it's Williams. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 69 yards. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, look and repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready, sit up.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Once again, it's Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Play.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there, and now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Here's Gall. Under pressure, they got him again. Lewis Seen in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick. It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ready to run!
Now they'll audible to something else. From the gun, here's Williams. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden, 66 yards. And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Santos with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Lions 13. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Lions, first down. First and 10.
Goff throwing again. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw is gone. Quick slant complete to Turner. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 12 yards there and a first down. Goff now looks to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And that might just cement a return for a late touchdown. And he has great speed defensively. impressive back speed. Once he got it, took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Lions 13. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Detroit Lions first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Here's Goff.
From Lions.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
White 20.
Goff now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hard ball. 80. Super.
Again, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game near the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he could pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Williams looking to do it himself. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll try and do this himself. There's a short one caught by Lovely. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Axel!
Yards on the play. And the Bears first down.
To throw once more, here's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll go. Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Santos now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Gone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they will take a knee here. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're